Good morning, friends, and welcome to the early Monday morning edition of the Sacred News and Weather. It is 4:30 in the morning right now. I'm rocking me a little bit of bedhead, but I put some lipstick on to decorate it for you so that I could come in with a message before mom camp began. And I'm going to start with something that happened to me in the wee small hours of the morning, even weer and smaller than the hour that I'm awake now. I fell asleep last night listening to an Andrew Huberman podcast. I fell asleep early. I didn't intend to fall asleep listening to it, but as happens when you're a busy mama, sometimes you just fall asleep while you're doing things. And I woke up. It's the waking up that I actually want to share. I woke up a little after 1 o'clock this morning. I heard in my left ear, I heard "wake up," and I kind of jumped out of bed because I actually thought it was one of my kids. Particularly, I thought it was my son, and I was expecting to see him in front of me needing something, and he wasn't there. And I heard again, my left ear, "pay attention." And there was a woman whose voice I did not recognize speaking from a channel that I am not subscribed to. I've literally never heard this voice before. I've never heard this channel before. And she was channeling. She was channeling a message. It was for Libra, and that is me. I'm not an astrologer, but I am Libra Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars. I'm very, 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 very Libra, and this message was very much for me. And the reason I'm sharing it with you is for two reasons. One, that pay attention voice in my ear. I feel like some of you are starting to have that happen for you, where like something happens in your body, and maybe it's a whispering in an ear, or maybe it's just a feeling in your body that is telling you to pay attention. And that is how your gifts start to come online. That's how your next level of connectivity begins to form. Something in your being, something in your body says, pay attention. And so I was told to bring that forward to you. The other reason why I'm bringing it forward is because part of her message, and I swear it was like it left me a little jello-y, like it was so potent for me. Part of her message included the very same thread of energy that I brought up here on Friday of holding in her words, I believe, were like holding embodied hope. Um, like it's and believing in miracles. It was like it could have been me, except unfortunately it was a one of those like computerized, computer generated voices. And I think this channel actually stole someone else who's channeling, but that's neither here nor there. It was just a very random occurrence with a very potent message. And some of you are having that happen now, or just at the beginning of that happening for you, where you get that pay attention signal in your body. And I just want you to know that like that's right. That's how this starts. That's how you can do your version of what I do. That's how you can tune in more deeply to your own magic, to your own voice, to the messages that are for you. Your body is going to say, pay attention and do, because there's something there for you. And it may be something that is seemingly mundane on the outside. It may be something like a stupid YouTube channel that you've never heard before. And you're like, why is this even coming on? Pay attention. Oh, okay. So I'm going to leave that. And oh, I just heard also I might be that voice for some people, which is kind of fun. So maybe that's why it's coming forward for me as well, which is like some of you are going to be tuning into me randomly, or some person out there in the ethers is going to be tuning into my voice randomly and hearing pay attention. So that's kind of fun. So, hey, thanks, Spirit. All right. I want to come in with what is here for us today. So, some of y'all are in it. And by in it, I mean like I like the image that comes is the tower from the tarot, where like who you are, who you know yourself to be is like completely coming apart now. And you might be in a really hard place. I'm hearing dark night of the soul, which I don't use lightly. I feel like it gets used lightly out in the world in that, like, 'cause somebody's having a bad day and they're like, I'm having a dark night of the soul. But to me, that dark night of the soul, a true dark night of the soul, is a portal. It is a moving through something into the next version of yourself, into a spiritual awakening. And some of you are there. There are, again, here comes astrology again, and I'm not an astrologer, but I do happen to know that there are some big planets shifting. They've just made a big shift, and then other planets are retrograding, and I don't necessarily know what it all means, but the vibe here, the feeling is that some of you are have like those planets have shifted and you are in it right now trying to figure out who the hell you are, who this new version of yourself is. And for some of you, it's not a dark night of the soul. For some of you, it's actually a really joyous moment in time, where things are really lightening. And if I'm being honest, that's kind of where I am right now. I have come through the dark night, and I'm like in this new form, which feels really good. It's scary, but it's like the good kind of scary. Like I don't know what's next, but I know it's good and I can feel it's good. And that, for those of you who are like in it and it's icky and sticky and hard, um, where we're going today feels like an invitation into that light, that beam of light, that portal of light of, okay, you are coming through this dark night and there is light and now you can see it. So I did draw a card this morning, not a tarot card. I actually drew it for myself, but I'm getting the memo that it's not just for myself; it's for all of us. So I'm going to share it. Um, the card that I drew was from the Megan Watterson Mary Magdalene not tarot oracle deck, and it was actually the card of Christ. And the message from this card has nothing to do with Christianity or Jewish mysticism or anything at all. You can do with that part what you will, but the message that comes with that card is that love is merciful. Love is mercy. Now, the way I feel like that wants to be unpacked here, for some of you, it's really having mercy on yourself. For some of you, your dark night right now is really coming face to face with your very messy humanity, with your mistakes, with your patterns, with your path, with all of like there's a feeling of regret in here. I'm tasting blood in my mouth, which is really interesting. I don't know what that is, but it's that coppery taste. And it feels relevant, so I'm bringing it forward. It's it's a feeling of I am really judging myself hardcore right now, and my dark night is something of a shame spiral, something of a regret spiral, something of a like woulda, coulda, shoulda, and if I had to do it over again, but I don't, and so now I'm like going down that drain. It's again, it's that spiral. And we touched on this last week. We're being invited to spiral back up and out. And this card, the invitation on this card is to really bring your deepest love into all of those messy parts. And it's hard to do when you're in it, I know, but you can even let me do it for you here, or with you, or near you. And I think that's where we're actually going to be going here. But there's an invitation for you to bring light, to let the dark night of the soul come to an end by letting that light, the light of dawn, open up and shine like a beam of love on all of those shadowy, shameful, judgy parts of you, and to really allow yourself to experience that the warmth of it. And it feels like sunlight, the warmth of sunlight on your face, but allowing it to move all the way through you. Now, for some of you, I just heard giver and receiver. And so I think what that means here for us is that some of you are going to be on the receiving end of this message. Like, I feel like there's like some of you are in the dark night right now, and some of you are in that sort of lighter place where things are getting lighter, but you are witnessing someone's around you who are in that dark night place. And so take this how it resonates. Like if you're not one of those people who is in the dark night really needing to feel that love, if you're feeling a little bit more like me where you're like, "Oh no, I'm kind of good here." It may be that you are receiving this message now so that you can be the bringer of the love, the bringer of compassion. And there's more here around that because what I'm hearing now is, we're so cultured to like want a quick fix for the feelings, for those heavy feelings, for the dark night. Like, I'm so miserable. I need something. I need a pill. I need to numb. I need a dopamine fix. I need something to get me out of this dark night quickly. And it doesn't quite work that way. I think y'all know that. There really is no everything is there's no quick fix. Our Western culture likes to believe like, oh, there's something wrong with me. I'll take a pill for it. But without actually changing the behavior, without changing the pattern, without facing what I'm hearing is facing the fear, facing the demon, facing the shadow, facing the Minotaur. I just saw, I know where we're going. And it all just came together because I saw a labyrinth and I thought it was something else. I saw a labyrinth in meditation and I just saw the Minotaur now. This is where we're going. So we want to believe that there is a quick fix. There is a pill that we can take. There is, some surgery that can happen. There is like a band-aid we can put on it. And what we actually need to do is go all the way into the source of the problem and slay the demons there, slay the Minotaur there. And there's just a lot of resistance. For some of you, the resistance is, I just need that quick fix. That's going to be too hard. Killing the Minotaur, facing the Minotaur is going to be way too fucking hard. I can't do it. I just give me the band-aid, give me the pill, give me the drink, give me the drug, give me the whatever it is, the sex, the whatever it is to numb you out or to put the band-aid over. And that's not what I'm here to tell you to do. Um, we're gonna talk about slaying that Minotaur. So here's what I saw in meditation, and I thought it was a fleeting thing, and I think it's actually the thing. So I saw a labyrinth come forward. And the reason I thought it was a fleeting thing is because I know that next Sunday in my magical little hippie church, we are going to be doing a labyrinth walk. And someone that I know and love, I don't know her well, but I adore her. I know that she just finished a course in leading labyrinth walks. So when that came through in my meditation, I thought, oh, that's what that is. That's next Sunday. Okay, we're going to let that go. But what's coming forward now is that love, that showing mercy, having mercy on ourselves or another. Okay, I'm gonna slow down. I don't know if y'all know the myth of the Minotaur and Ariadne. Ariadne was the daughter of King Minos. She's also considered a goddess. She is a representative of the divine feminine. I think at one point she was in relationship with Dionysus, with Bacchus, the god of wine and pleasure, and maybe a little too much wine and pleasure. Uh, and in King Minos's kingdom, there was I think it was every 7 years, there was a sacrifice where they put sent 7 individuals into a labyrinth to be eaten by the Minotaur. And Theseus comes in and decides that he wants to end this useless waste of human lives. And so he is going to go in and slay the Minotaur. And Ariadne falls in love with Theseus, leaves Dionysus behind, and gives him the sword to slay the Minotaur, and then hands him. Oh, here's another piece that came through in one of my child messages that's coming back now. Hands him a ball. She holds a ball of yarn or thread, the red thread, and he takes the yarn and she unfurls it as he goes into the labyrinth. He takes it with him so that he can find his way out, so that she can lead him out. So here's where the giver and receiver is coming in. So some of you have someone in your life who is in that dark night of the soul. For some of you, you are that portal of light, or spirit is that portal of light that's opening. And what I'm being told to tell you is that your job is not to save that person in your life from their dark night. That is not your job. We actually can't save people. We just can't do it. Sometimes we like to believe that we can. We cannot. But what you can do is love the holy shit out of that person as they take up their sword and go into the labyrinth to slay the Minotaur that has them bound to whatever it is that they are bound to that is causing this dark night for them. So you are either the person, the being that is in that place of, I can't do this anymore. This is not what I want for myself. This is not what I want for my life. This is not living. I am in the lowest of the low, and the only way to go is out. Give me a pill, give me a drink, give me a numbing mechanism, or give me a sword, because I'm going in. I'm going in to face the Minotaur. And so there may be, if that is you, if you are in your dark night now, if everything is looking pretty dang bleak and you're looking for a quick fix, the quick fix isn't going to fix you. What's going to fix you is having the courage, having the bravery, having the self-love and the belief that you deserve more love, and going into that labyrinth to slay your Minotaur, knowing that whether it is another human holding that ball of thread that will help you come back out once you've slayed your dragon, your Minotaur, whatever it is that you're going to find in that labyrinth. Some of you have a person who loves you, who knows that they can't save you, but will hold and unspool that ball of thread so that you can find your way back. Or, and it may be a sacred third, it may be both and, the one holding that ball of yarn, the one holding that thread, the one handing you the sword and holding the thread is your connection with your highest self, your connection with divinity, your connection with that deep, big, untamable, unsquashable, unconditional love of the divine, that unconditional love that lives inside of you, underneath and all around all of the shame and judgment that you may have and hold yourself in. Whether it's a person or an energy, holding that thread, allowing you to go in and letting you know that you're going to find your way back. The Minotaur is going to be dead. The dragon is going to be dead. You will have defeated whatever it is you need to defeat for yourself to move up to that next timeline. And you will be guided back to that next timeline from a place of either unconditional love in body from another, or unconditional love of yourself, or unconditional love from divine, from God, from spirit, from universe, whatever your word is, or all three, or all 12 if you have a family of cheerleaders around you who will hold that ball of thread for you and help you come back. No one can slay the Minotaur, your personal Minotaur, except you. You can't put a Band-Aid over it. You already know this, by the way. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. You can't put a Band-Aid over it. You can't drink it away. You can't numb it away. It's time to go and face it, but you get to face it knowing that there is a whole community of beings on your side ready to help guide you out and ready and able to hold you in love all the way through, because that's what that thread is. That's what that yarn is. It's love. It is love. It is love. It is love. It is love. Whether you can feel it or receive it as that right now or not, because you're in your dark night, you might not be able to receive it. You might just be able to receive it as your safety line when you feel so unsafe to begin with. Like maybe it's just like something that you hold on to as you face your own demons. Like there is a line of safety here. I have to do this myself, but this is my safety. Even if you can't experience it as love right now, there's an element of safety that you can rely on as you do the most unsafe thing that your nervous system believes you're ever going to do, which is face the very thing that is making you feel so unsafe right now. And in the spirit of the giver and receiver, some of you have already slayed your personal Minotaur. Some of you are the holder of the ball of thread, the ball of yarn, the spool of thread. I guess it's spool of thread or ball of yarn. Some of you are the ones holding the ball of yarn. And I'm being shown to remind you that you cannot go in and do it for your person. You cannot go in and do it for someone. They have to do it themselves. Your only job, if you love this person, is to hold the ball, to hold the spool, and you can beam all the love to them in the world and let them know that you're there. You need to know that they may not be able to feel you. They may not be able to receive you, But what I don't want you to do is to go into the labyrinth with them if you've already come out. Do not, it's like do not dip down into the lower timeline. Do not dip down into the lower vibration, because what will happen is you're going to get stuck in there. And that's not what the world needs. That's not what your person needs. That's not what we all need. We're all connected, right? We are all one at the end of the day. We don't need you to lower your frequency and go into that labyrinth right now. We need you to hold your line and to hold that spool, to hold that ball and let them go in. And you get to pray that they come out on the other side. You get to trust that if they don't, that's their battle. It's their battle to fight. It's not yours. Your job is to hold the frequency, to hold the belief, to hold the energy of, I expect miracles. It's coming back again. I expect miracles. I believe in miracles. I believe that they're coming out, and I am not going to go in and check. I'm not going to dip down to see where they are. I'm just going to hold the frequency of, I believe in miracles. I believe in love. I believe in my own magic. I believe in my own power. And to the best of my ability, I've got you, but I've got to have me first. For some of you are coaches, some of you are spiritual teachers, some of you who are tuning into me right now are already doing this work. And some of you are just partners or parents, or not just, but some of you are partners or parents. You're not practitioners. But what I'm being shown to tell you is that there was a time and a place that you may have seen your role as, I'm going down into the muck so that I can lift my people up. Like I've got to go down and in and lift them. And for some of you, it's more subtle. It's like, I'm not going all the way down, but I'm reaching down and I'm like trying to haul them out, and they're pulling on me and I'm being dragged down. Now is not time for that. You're beyond that. You have moved beyond that. And if you haven't moved beyond that, you're being invited to move beyond that today. Your job, again, is to hold the vibration, to hold the love, to hold the ball of yarn, to hold the spool of thread, and to just vibrate at the frequency, to stay in the frequency of that higher timeline, to stay in the energy of, I am no longer lifting you up from underneath. I'm no longer going into the muck. I'm holding the line here and inviting you to join me. And for some of you, that's how you're being invited to move into this next version of not just a relationship or not just a family dynamic, but the next version of your work in the world is no longer, I'm dipping down to this lower place and inviting you to rise up, helping you rise. We're no longer dipping in. You are meant to just be the frequency, and you can invite people in, like, come on, join me. The water's fine. It's great here. But you're being invited to commit to never going back down. You know, in energy work, when I do energy work, whether it's on an individual or on a collective, I never invite someone into my energetic space, because it's really hard to get someone out when it's nice and warm and fuzzy in there. And so it feels like a similar frequency here, where we're not going in because it's going to be hard to get out. We are staying where we are and doing our work from here, and just inviting people to join us in their own power, in their own frequency, but holding them in love rather than dipping into the muck. I'm going to be quiet here to see if there's anything else that wants to come. But I think we're complete. If you are one of those who's heading into the labyrinth, just know that I've got you. I've got your ball. You can dip your energy into me, into my frequency, and know that I've got you. If you are one of the holders of the spool, what I feel right now is just, I'm so proud of you. Like, that's the feeling. I'm so proud of you. But I think I'm actually proud of all of you. I'm proud of you for facing the Minotaur. I'm proud of you for holding the frequency without going in. And if you do happen to dip in, if you do happen to go in, there's like a whoops, because we are human, right? We are profoundly human. If there's a whoops, I just went into the labyrinth when I was supposed to be standing out here. That's that invitation to bring the love back into yourself. That's how you come back out of the labyrinth, how you don't have to go all the way in and slay a new Minotaur, how you can go, oh, wait, I just dipped in there. Nope, where's my self-love? Where is my power? And you will find yourself like backing right back out of the labyrinth. It's not to say that you're not going to dip into the labyrinth yourself again with a new Minotaur to slay. But if you've already slayed your Minotaur and you are hanging in the frequency of a new timeline, you get to stay there for a while and invite people to join you rather than dipping in. I think this is what I've got. I love you all. Happy Monday. If you resonated with this message, I would love it if you would like and share and subscribe. I know I've come to this place where I'm like, yeah, I'm an oracle, but because I'm an oracle, people often don't want to claim that they've been to see me because they like to claim that it came from themselves. And I'm totally down with that. I'm down with being quiet or quietly appreciated. Um, I guess I should say. Oh, there's the cat. But I would like to grow this channel. I would like to show up randomly on somebody's YouTube feed and have them receive me the way I received that weird woman's voice this morning. So if you feel called, I would love it if you would subscribe. Thank you.